Hi, I'm Ramya, and today I want to share with you two ways in which we can live with more joy and more love and more peace in our lives. Wouldn't that be nice? So, these two techniques that I'm going to share with you are what I call the keys to the heart chakra. The heart chakra is here, right in the middle of our chest, and it's a vibrant emerald green. And the heart chakra helps us feel love and feel joy, but this is what helps us feel love and joy from within. So no matter what's going on in your outside world, you still feel that sense of unshakable peace and unshakable joy and unshakable happiness and love. So technique number one is using the F word. No, I'm not going to swear. But for me, the F word, or the most important F word, is forgiveness. Now, forgiveness is probably a really misunderstood word, I feel sometimes, because it doesn't mean, oh, you stepped on my foot with 6-inch heels. That's okay, let's forget about it. I think forgiveness for me, and how I've used it in my life, is more about really drawing the line. So if someone said something to you or has done something to you that you're not happy with or that's really upset you, it's not about saying, okay, I forgive you and what you've done is okay, don't do it again, and it's more about really drawing the line and saying what you have done is not right, but I draw the line, and I refuse to be affected by this incident anymore, and then you carry on. So I think one of the best ways to put this into perspective would be childhood traumas. For instance, say a parent abandoned you or left you when you were a child, or say your parents weren't around to when you needed them, or it could be a case of you were bullied or someone said something really horrible to you and you still remember it to this day. Now, what happens when we go through, say, a childhood trauma? Our body and our mind develops a defense mechanism, and this defense mechanism is what serves us. So it sort of helps protect us at that point in time. But then, as we grow up, this defense mechanism becomes a shield. It becomes a part of ourselves, and we forget that the trauma is over, but we're still carrying it on more out of habit. So say you were abandoned, or say your parent left you as a child, then there could be a part of you that feels, oh, if I go move into a relationship, I shouldn't trust the other person because they might leave me. Or it could be, I mean, whatever it is, you need to dig down deep and look at how these things have affected you, and really look back to forgiveness and really look back to drawing a line on that, because that incident that happened, I don't know how long ago, it could be a few years, it could be a few decades, it could be a few days ago. That incident is shaping you to who you are now and your life going forward, and it's really not a healthy place to be. So my tip for the day, or something that I have learned myself, is to not take that forward and to really draw the line. So tip number one is have a look at all the things that have happened in your life, and things that come up to the top of your head just at the blink of an eye, and say, oh, actually that incident. And sometimes you'd be surprised when you start to think about all the things and all the people that you need to forgive, because they're so buried deep down, you don't really think about them consciously. But then on a subconscious level, what has happened would have affected your life and would have possibly affected your outlook on certain things. So there we go. That was technique number one, is to really look at forgiveness. And also, not for others only, it's forgiveness for us as well. And this was one thing that I really struggled with, forgiving myself, because I'm naturally reasonably self-critical, and I found that I was really hard on myself because of some of the mistakes that I have made. And as I started to, and I felt as I started to forgive myself and really draw the line, it made me realize, it made me more open to taking more risks in life and to being more open. And it's been a long journey where I've learned to forgive myself even if I make a mistake, but it's a journey that I would take over and over again because it's helped me grow a lot and it's helped me bring that peace within myself. So technique number 2 is gratitude. When we are really down in the dumps or not feeling great, or even when we're feeling something like anger or frustration or anything that takes us away from feeling peace, I feel gratitude is the most beautiful tool to come back to, because no matter what your situation is, say you're in a business and it's not making money, or you're in a relationship and it's not going well, or you are not in a relationship and you want to go into a relationship, think about all the people that, and actually, sorry, going back a step, we think about all the people that have it. So say if you're not in a relationship, you think about families and how people who have families have such a great life, and how people who have a partner are so, they're so happy, they're so looked after. But then we don't really think about people that don't have what we have. So you may not have a partner, or you may not have another half or a husband or whatever it is, but you have a great career, or you're making money, or even if you're not making as much money as you want, at least you're financially independent, or you're not in debt. So no matter what your quirk is that's getting to you, remember that there are always going to be people where you aspire to be, that they're already where you aspire to be. And there are always going to be people for whom you are the end goal. So it could be, people would kill to be in your position. So, even the simplest things, when we wake up in the morning, we don't really need to take the oxygen mask and plug it in. Or you don't need crutches to walk to, say, to the loo, or to brush your teeth, to take you to the sink to brush your teeth. There are so many things that are going right in our life, even if a few things are not going right. And I feel in bringing your focus to things that are going right, it really opens up your heart chakra, and it really makes us see things from a different perspective. And when we see things from a different perspective, we literally change our vibration, and we change the pattern of our life, and we change the things that come into our life. So instead of thinking, oh, I don't have another person to share my life with at the minute, think about all the things that are going right and be really grateful for it, to say, oh, thank you for giving me these hands, or for giving me a voice so I can share this with you, and whatever it is. So I would say, if you could, and spend at least a minute or 2 minutes every day really focusing in and thinking about all the things in your life that are going right, and it will bring you such a sense of peace. You would be surprised, by the end of a week, you will see you are shifting things in your life. There could be little things. They might not be massive things, but there'll be little tweaks that will bring you so much joy. So here we are, my top 2 tips. I hope you try them. They've helped me immensely, and I hope they will help you too. So until next time, thank you so much for spending this time with me. I really appreciate it. Many blessings. Bye.